Lesson 5, Integration Techniques, Inverse Trig Functions. Now this is the theory for this lesson. The integral of 1 over the square root of a squared minus x squared dx is equal to the inverse sine of x on a plus a constant. The integral of minus 1 over the square root of a squared minus x squared dx is equal to the inverse cos of x on a plus a constant. And finally, the integral of 1 over a squared plus x squared dx equals 1 on a, now watch that one, 1 on a inverse tan of x on a plus a constant. Right, example 1, just a few quick little ones. You'll notice here we've got a 9 there, so that really is 3 squared. So that will be equal to the inverse sine of x on 3 plus a constant. This one here, now this is really the square root of 3 squared. So because there's a negative sign there, that'll be the inverse cos of x on root 3 plus a constant. And finally this little one here, again that is a root 3 squared. So this will be the inverse tan, so it'll be 1 on root 3 first, inverse tan of x on root 3 plus a constant. Right, example 2, part 1. You have to find 1 over the square root of 1 minus 9x squared. Now, to do a little bit of manipulation with this one, and what we do here is that will be equal to integral of 1 over. Now we take that 9 out and write that as 1 on 9 minus x squared dx. And of course that 1 on 9 will be taken right out, and it becomes 1/3 1 over square root of, now 1/9 is 1/3 squared minus x squared dx. And of course that's going to be 1/3 inverse sine of x over 1/3 plus a constant. But of course that already is 1/3 the inverse sine of 3x plus a constant. Right, number 2, we have to find the integral of 1 over the square root of 4 minus 25x squared dx. Now again, I'll take out that 25 and I'll write that as the integral being equal to 1 over square root of, this will be 25, that'll be 4 on 25 minus x squared dx. 25 can go right out now and stick out in the front of the integral sign. That's 1 on 5. Integral of 1 over square root of 2 on 5 all squared minus x squared dx. And again, this is the inverse sine function, which is 1/5 the inverse sine of x over 2 over 5, which of course becomes 5x on 2 plus a constant. Okay, last example here, finding this one. Now again, I'll take out that 4. So that becomes the integral of 1 over 4 outside of 1 on 4 plus x squared dx, which equals, take the 1 on 4 out the front, 1 on 4 integral of 1 over, now that is 1 on 2 all squared plus x squared dx. Now that's 1 on 4 times, this is the inverse tan, so that'll be 1 over a half, which is 2, tan to minus 1 of x over a half, which is 2x, plus a constant, and just tidying that up a little bit, we get 1/2 10 to the minus 1 of 2x